Hi, I'm Sam Albanese, the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. And to start with today's weather, we do have high surf advisories along the Arctic coast from Barrow east. A blizzard warning is in effect until 6 p.m. Thursday along the eastern portions of the Brooks Range, with a winter weather advisory on the south slopes of the eastern portions of the Brooks Range, while we have flood warnings in the Tanana Valley until 8:45 p.m. Thursday. What's causing all this is a rather vigorous low pressure system just north of the Arctic coast that pushed a trough and front across the Brooks Range that produced the snow, and it's also producing those winds along the Arctic coast. We have weak low pressure over the south central region that caused some rain earlier today, and we have a front that was approaching the Alaska Peninsula and Kodiak Island that will be spreading rain into those regions as we move on into tonight. And speaking of tonight's forecast, our low pressure system will be moving towards the Alaska Peninsula with that front into Bristol Bay and Kodiak Island. Weak high pressure over the interior, and our Arctic low pressure system will be moving off to the east. Southeast Alaska will see generally cloudy skies, while clear conditions can be expected across the eastern interior to the Kuskokwim Delta. Rain is expected to spread into Kodiak Island as well as Bristol Bay, and some rain can be expected across the Alaska Peninsula with showers over the eastern Aleutian Islands. On the Arctic coast, expect some snow showers from Barrow east. By Thursday, our low pressure system will be about in Bristol Bay with a front extending to the North Gulf Coast. Also expect a trough of low pressure to extend from the Arctic to the eastern Arctic coast, and weak low pressure in the northern Bering Sea. Expect rain in southeast Alaska along the North Gulf Coast through Prince William Sound and the southern portions of Cook Inlet, as well as across Bristol Bay and the Alaska Peninsula. Sunny conditions in the eastern interior with snow showers along the eastern Arctic coast. By Friday, expect weak high pressure over the Arctic coast, low pressure to persist from Bristol Bay into the North Gulf Coast, and another low pressure system will be moving into the picture just south of the central Aleutian Islands. Expect rain, possibly heavy at times, in the northern half of the Panhandle to the North Gulf Coast, rain through Prince William Sound to Kodiak Island, as well as portions of Bristol Bay and the eastern Alaska Peninsula. Some cloudy conditions over much of the south central region with sunny conditions along the south slopes of the Brooks Range and some patchy fog along the Arctic coast. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm Sam Albanese of the National Weather Service.